Let's review how to do video motion analysis in LoggerPro. First, we're going to go to the Insert menu and pick Movie. And I navigate to my desktop in this case. Find the movie. This is the same one that I saved as your default movie, or your backup movie. I'm going to double click on the movie itself to open up the movie options. The only option we need is that I'm going to advance 2 frames every time I add a video analysis point. I'm going to hit OK. Next, I have to find where the trolley first reaches the burette, and I think it's about, oops, went past it. I'm just clicking and dragging on the slider control, and then once I'm in the vicinity, I will hit the single frame controls and back the trolley up until it's just at the burette stand. Something like that will work just fine. Now I'm ready to add the points. I click on the video analysis tool, and I'm going to click on the add point tool up in the upper right hand corner. Now of course, every time I click to add a point, I'm going to advance 2 frames. And I'm just going to go for a little while here, and then I'm going to stop. Alright? And because I don't want to do something stupid and add extra dots, I'm going to click on the white arrow to disable the add points. Now at this time, let's suppose we're going to add the second set of points, which is going to be on the downward slide. So let me go up to where it comes backwards. I don't want that. And then I'll show you how to add points, the second set of points. Oops. Sorry for the... I'm just going to start it there. The heck with the getting it lined up. But you'll start it when it reaches the second burette. I now go over to the add extra and add a point series button. Add this, that was the 5th button down. And add a point series. And now when I click on it, it still advances every 2 frames, although it's going the wrong direction for me right now, but you can see that the points are red, and they show up on another, they'll make a separate graph and show up in different columns of the table. And so again, I'm going to hit the select point, the white arrow, to kind of disable that. So that's not nearly a complete data set, but you guys can figure that out. We then need to add the axes, which is the set origin tool. And again, when you do this, you'll get a set of yellow axes. I'm going to set my origin right at the intersection of the burette and the cable. It's kind of a natural 0 point. And click on the yellow circle, and I can then move the axes, and if I move the cursor as far out as I can, I get much better control, and there I have it just about on the wire. Next, I need to add a scale, so I click on the Set Scale button, the one that looks like a little ruler, click on my burettes. That did not work. Let's try that again. Maybe I need to double click on the burette, yep, and then come over and drag the line over to the first burette, trying to keep it as level as possible. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to call that 3 meters. And once you've done that, you have all your data points, the axes are set, the scale is set, you can hit the auto arrange command under the page key, or just use Command R, and that'll put the movie and the data and the graphs all on the same page. Now you can see some of the data here, again properly scaled, but you notice it plots 4 different things on the axis, and you might not want those 4. So again, you can click on the axis legend, right, and pick any of these variables to plot. If you hit the More button, you come up with a general dialog which gives you a little bit more control over what you decide to plot. So I don't really want my, maybe I don't want the second set of data points, right? I can just turn those off. All right, that should be enough to get you started. Remember, the curve fitting tools are up here. This one is the general curve fitting tool that brings up the dialog box for all the different kinds of functions. You select your fit, you try it, and then you can look at the parameters in the dialog box that pops up. This is your linear fit. I don't think you need that for this lab, nor will you need the statistics. So that should be enough to get you going and allow you to finish your analysis.